Who's rapping? Over keen. Dragons? I'm not over keen. I'll dice them like a knife, slicing right through an aubergine. My dragon shout flow is sweeter than a soda stream. You won't believe your eyes. I'm like an overload of dopamine. A broadsword in one hand and a magic spell in the other. I'm the last of the dragonborn. There's no other, my brother, so run for cover. If you've got scales, then I'm on your tail, and I will not fail like a free roaming sandbox game. I'm off the rails. I walk the trail through awful gales and storms of hail till all the nails are knocked into your coffin. I'll not stop until you're impaled, and I prevailed in the name of the North. I pray to the Lord, you all get a taste of the blade of my sword. I'm taking on hordes of enemies. I face him with hordes of weaponry. The draining my force, the chemistry comes into play with retorts and recipes. Alchemy mixing like a DJ. Restoration, restore my energy. My legacy, odyssey, elegy, prophecies written in heavenly bodies and buried with everybody that ever did bother to mess with me. Dead in them terribly, horribly. I'm a celebrity, honestly. You're a wannabe. I'm a prodigy. The suggestion you're better than me at being a warrior? Ha! Comedy. It's a gift to me. I don't just spit flames lyrically, but literally. And the Elder Scrolls are scripts in which I've written your obituary. I am the Dragonborn, wearing a hat with badass horns. I'm Dover keen, not globally, you're nobody at all.
FPS, 3 RPGs, and 5 sim-type games.
Yeah.
I think you'd be able to come up with one here.
I'm actually pulling this one hard.
Ask all the people that need hacks to play Call of Duty. I can hear you groaning inwardly every time Sin's mentioned. You're just cringing.
Welcome everyone. Welcome to episode 308 of Mods on Air, bringing in the week in gaming news as modders, developers, and gamers ourselves. It's, what is it, November 13th, I think? And I'm foyleman. Yeah, look at that. Also on the show today, we have with us Stryder. How you doing today, Stryder?
Good, and bye everybody. Apparently the flight's been pushed forward. The flight's been pushed forward, so I got to get them there earlier. So I apologize, but that's what the whole thing there was all about. So
he's lying. He's going to play Skyrim.
No, Skyrim. No. All right, kids. Talk to you later.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Sorry.
Yeah, that's because the door is open.
Okay, well, yeah, I can't close it either.
I'll get it.
Get what? The PC and everything that's
Oh, for God's sake. Why is there a giant computer in here?
And it's all plugged in.
What the hell, man?
Has this show just completely fallen apart right now?
Completely fallen apart. I don't know where to go with it from here. Yeah, a lot of echo.
Stryder was the glue that held us together. Who knew?
There we go. No more echoing. Okay. So, bye, Stryder. Where should I go from here? Welshy's with us, at least. Hello, Welshy.
Hello.
There you go. Mrs. Foyle. How you doing today, Mrs. Foyle?
Hello.
And, yeah. So there's our show. I hope everyone had a good time. This show
See ya.
Play Skyrim.
was recorded before a live audience, as you can well say. Anyone can listen and message about the topics as we discuss them. And I'm hoping that Welshy can post the relevant URLs into the chat window now that it's over. And for the other links, we just don't click on them. There may be some adult language or adult themes. You've been warned. I've got an echo, so I'm wearing this thing over here. I got to reformat after all this because everything's a pain in the ass. That's why. Okay, so how is everyone today? Tired, probably, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Sunday. Everyone's been playing Skyrim or what else are you playing there, Welshy?
Skyrim.
Star Wars?
No, I didn't. That's a whole different thing. Stryder's been playing Star Wars. Whether he's allowed to say that, I don't really know.
You know what? I think
Although
you are,
I guess
because
it's now too late.
Well, he did say it.
FilePlanet sent me an email. If I signed up for IGN Prime, I could be playing it. So yeah, you could say it.
Well, I don't get to be playing yet. I get to be playing in the near future.
Maybe that's what the email said. I didn't read it all the way. And now we're not going to get to hear it. Oh well. Okay.
I would be playing Batman if they'd released the damn PC version. So I had a little bit of a rant for that.
Yeah, what is going on with that?
It was meant to be out this Friday, the same day as Skyrim, which was why I was kind of like, oh dear God, I'm not sleeping for the next 3 years. but they've now pushed it back to the 28th, I think. I have 2 copies of it right here.
28th.
2 digital copies right here.
And that's the PC version. So the Xbox and the PS3 is out, and
yeah, that's out.
And I guess if you work for a PC gamer or something like that, you got the Xbox version to test.
It's not Call of Duty, Jesus. It's a good game.
Funny thing, yeah. All right. So what else is coming up is in the U.S. we're going to be having Thanksgiving in about a week and a half. I didn't realize it was so soon from now. And that also means Black Friday sales. I think a lot of people can take advantage of that because they're also available online. But, for example, Wal-Mart's going to go crazy with games, and they're going to be offering, let's see, $199 console bundle. Where's this? Gears of War 3 and 3 months of Xbox Live, $50 gift Walmart card. I think what we're looking at here is like 50% off of most of these games, such as, here it is, Gears of War 3, Infamous 3, Black Ops, all $28 on Black Friday. Arkham City.
So reasonably priced.
Yes, Battlefield 3 will be $28. Hey, Welshy, Dance Central 2 will be on for $15.
Oh, yeah. Because I didn't see enough fat people dancing around at Eurogamer.
So yeah, we're going to have a lot of sales come Friday, so keep your eyes open, because we're not just talking about software, but you'll see some hardware deals, both online, offline. The trick is you're going to probably have to try and get there at like 2 a.m. or something crazy.
Yeah, 3 days before.
Well, it's not like trying to wait online at GameStop for Call of Duty.
Yeah,
I saw some of those videos.
Exactly.
What, some people got into fights, and maybe they were stabbing again. I don't know.
I still say our Black Friday's better.
How's
I'm
that?
afraid to ask.
Because our Black Friday isn't like a sale on the thing. It's like the last Friday before Christmas, and it's always a 4-day weekend. To the pub is what happens on that.
I like that better too.
It's called Blackout Friday.
Blackout Friday.
I don't like leave the house on Black Friday. The Friday after Thanksgiving is all about leftovers.
Yeah.
And TV. And Skyrim this year.
And Skyrim. Yep. Okay. And then going on from here. Now, if you're thinking about putting in a mod or turning that into a game, doing some kind of development, there is hope for you. Limbo is a great example here. They sold 1 million copies. Now, this is a game that started out on Xbox Live Arcade. You could download it and check it out. MrsFoyle checked it out, and that's how I learned about it. Eventually, it came to Steam, and it's going to be heading over to Mac, and they want you to know that this game has been quite a success. Sells 1 million copies so far.
It's very different.
It is. I don't know if you guys remember what it looks like. Make sure the volume's down.
Is it the black, like the... Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
It's a kind of creepy looking thing. Let's see if I can jump ahead. Oh, it's not long enough to jump ahead, is there? There you go. So it's a very simple game. And it seems like these games that are really taking off are the ones that have some sort of...
new content?
About them.
Yeah.
They don't necessarily need DLC or
Yeah.
$1 million TV campaign.
And I don't know what it is now, but when I downloaded it on Xbox, it was $10.
Oh, it does it? Yeah,
My
I don't
scroll
know what it
is
is now.
frozen.
Anybody? Is it? Oh, I just stopped it.
Well, no, my whole video is frozen. It's freezing up
13th.
every
Thank
5
you.
seconds.
I think. I have been playing Skyrim, so it could be like 4 days later than I think.
Oh,
No, it's the
guys in
13th.
we'll get to Skyrim in a minute. Okay. So also on the topic of making your own games and that kind of stuff, I came across a program this past week that looks very useful and free for making terrain maps. What I found here is a program called Is that what's going to happen? We're just going to yell Skyrim in the middle.
Just as Breeze said, if I hear Skyrim one more time, so...
Skyrim.
So here's a program that will make terrain. You can either paint it onto the ground, and what it'll do is it'll produce some sort of terrain height map. You can export it in a huge number of file formats. That can be imported into whatever mod or game that you're working on, and it's really quite nice, quite well detailed, and it's free.
I
like
like
I said,
that.
so I thought you might want to check this out if you're into doing some terrain or you want to do something unique. This will definitely make.
I
it
like the
happen.
idea that you can map terrain quite quickly and just throw it in.
Mhm.
Does it let you use like Google Maps and stuff, like some of them do?
I don't know. I don't know why you would want to, since you can draw it right here, unless you mean the.
Well, no, but
real
you can
terrain.
real terrain, like get the height maps from Google.
Probably, because you can import anything into this program and work from it from there. And this particular video that I found also shows how you can do tileable meshes, which hopefully it'll let me drag that in. There you go. So you can make a whole bunch of different terrains and then fit them all together into your game. So you can do multiple meshes. That's one of the problems sometimes when it comes to these building games, these modding tools, is it only allows you to work with like a single square of terrain. And this allows you to import a whole bunch of different ones. All right, something for your toolbox. All right, also on with Valve. I don't know if you guys realized this week, but Steam, well, first of all, the forums went down, and they were like, oh, sorry, the forums had an issue, we'll be right back. And it was like 3 days later that they decided to post or send out emails or something about it, and Gabe Newell was here saying, oh yeah, we were hacked. All your data now belongs to someone else. They hacked the forums and supposedly got into the, not just able to get into the username and passwords, but also somehow into Steam itself, where they had the ability to get to credit card numbers and stuff like that. That's all encrypted, but still, they got it. Once they have the data,
Well, they said they weren't sure if they'd got at it, so chances are, yeah, they did.
Whoever did this then posted a note on the Steam forum saying where they can get more hacks and stuff, which is very nice. But it was 3 or more days later that they decided to let you know that this is what happened. How do you feel about that? Do you feel like this is like we should have known about this a lot sooner?
Yeah.
I
However, it may have taken them like 3 days to figure out.
That's true.
The fact that to be honest, the fact that they actually put up a thing saying this has happened, this is what, is actually fairly decent, because, Sony pretty much denied it for about 3 weeks. No, no. I really hope they don't find out what's happened. I mean, I changed my password the day I found out the Steam forums went down.
Good.
Just on the I thought,
Yep.
So I changed it then.
I changed mine too.
I would recommend that if you haven't changed your Steam, not the Steam forum. Well, if you use Steam forums, they're making you change it anyway. However, if you're using Steam, I would recommend you go change your password right now.
Well, not right now.
Well,
Yeah.
after this.
Well, you tried to and got it wrong a couple of times. And,
yeah, that was me. If you type in the wrong password, it tells you that you can't change it at this time. It doesn't tell you got it wrong. That took me too long to figure out. But eventually I got the right password in there and changed it. So all is good. And yeah, as some of the people are pointing out in the comments, you should go ahead and change that password. You should go and change your password if it's associated with your email address anywhere else.
Mm.
If you have that same combination elsewhere.
I didn't even remember what my Steam password was, so I had to first
No, I didn't
retrieve
either.
it and then change it.
The hackers know and you don't. Yeah.
I know, they know it, I don't.
It's a mess. I hope these people go to prison. Okay.
I haven't heard of any credit card issues yet.
I have not either. But I did delete my credit card information from Steam now. I'll just put it when I need it. I won't save it there anymore.
Oh, you can just use PayPal.
Oh, yeah.
The credit card's maxed out for me anyway, so it's not as if they're actually going to be able to buy anything with it.
Okay.
It's my own little safety precaution. It's how I keep people from stealing my credit cards.
Just max them out.
Max them out so there's no room left anyway.
Nice security issue method.
Works for me.
Okay, so Skyrim is out. I don't know how many people actually got it. They're saying a lot of people bought it on, at least on the first day. Yeah. Well, she did. I think Stryder did. MrsFoyle did. I did not.
Stryder did.
Stryder said he didn't buy it.
No.
Oh. Well,
for the reason that he knows he's going to get sucked into it.
Right. I feel really guilty playing a game by myself, not socializing, when I could be doing something else. So I just don't want to get into it. I'll end up, even if I did get it, I'll play it for a couple days and then...
Guilty. It's like heaven to me.
Yes. Don't have to interact with anybody.
Exactly.
It's awesome.
Exactly. That means you're not interacting with anyone at all.
I know, this game's dangerous for me because it came out, was it Friday? For us, anyway. I think it did for you guys as well.
Probably. Yeah, 11/11.
But yeah, at midnight, and I was like, all right, I'll play it, for half an hour. What I thought was half an hour, and I got up to go to the bathroom, and it was like 4 hours later. Jeez.
Yep.
That's not good.
Well, what's your overall thought of it?
I really like it.
I thought I was a little nervous. It started off really slow for me, but now I'm into it. Now I'm enjoying it a lot.
I've
only played like 4 to 6 hours of it so far.
I keep getting like random crashes to desktop. That's not fun.
Yeah, that's been happening to me too. Just all of a sudden, poof, it's gone.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm saving like every few minutes virtually.
Well, even Xbox is having some bad issues, because of texture loading. It's really what the cause is.
Yeah, I had an issue with that as well, actually. While the first dragon you fight was purple, like the error texture for the whole model was just purple. Oh, purple dragon. Wait, hang on. He's not supposed to be purple. So that did happen. But then I left the game and came back about an hour later and played some more, and it was fine. So I guess it was just.
I don't think the way it's currently set up that, to answer Morphus's question, that it could work with co-op because it's too personalized. There's too much personal choice in your interactions with people.
Well,
to actually get a group to agree on not only an approach, like not only a quest, but how to approach that quest is I don't really see it.
Well, right at the beginning, the game makes you make a choice. Because you can choose which door to go in.
I was unprepared.
Right, so.
What do I do?
Yeah, so was I. I don't know which one.
But it's because it's got that same, that Fallout good and evil choices too, that you could sort of decide how sneaky you want to be and how sneaky you don't want to be, and there's a lot of personal decisions. It's not just yes or no answers to the characters too. There's usually like a third option, and so I think that. Is this game
going to have an end?
I hope so. I
think it will.
Weren't you saying
Fallout did.
That somebody was saying that it, like, never ended or something? I don't really like the sound.
I came across an article that says the director that put this game together says it has infinite quests.
Well, is that infinite, or is that just things like that Dead Island had? That was like, oh, bring me champagne and I'll give you money.
Oh, and now bring me more champagne.
Yeah,
more money.
Is what I was thinking they'd be, or what I was hoping they'd be actually, as opposed to something that you just never do.
But this article that I found says it it doesn't do that kind of thing. It's I don't know. He says the options are endless, and an innkeeper might ask you to hunt for bandits, or an aspiring alchemist could request you collect 10 undiscoverable flowers. Yeah, so that's what it is. Yeah, it's that kind
it
of
is.
idea.
It's just go kill some bandits. They spawn some bandits. You go over, kill them, and come back.
Fun.
Yeah, we never specified it was going to be fun.
Well, they say there's lots to
I know,
explore,
I like it.
and they want to try and promote that. They want to get you to explore more.
It's essentially Fallout, but like Lord of the Rings mod.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically what it is. It plays the exact same way. I think there's still one of the bugs that you could steal stuff by putting it in buckets.
I'm fully expecting to come across a bobblehead at some point.
Yeah.
Like Rage.
I'll be disappointed if I don't, actually.
Yeah, essentially. It's all the same. It's the same.
Yeah.
It's the same engine, but they've added a few things so it looks a little bit better. But then again, Fallout did look pretty good anyway.
Mm-hmm.
It was never... Or Fallout 3, was it? I like it. I'm enjoying it. It's time vampering me like a bitch, but...
Yep.
While I'm over here playing Battlefield 3 by myself.
Speaking of that, did the co-op. The co-op on that is awesome.
Really?
Uh-huh.
I'm surprised to
It's
hear
really
that.
short, though. Yeah, it's really short, though.
Thank you, Breeze.
And it's only two people co-op.
Yeah, don't listen to him. He'll snipe you the whole time. He'll hunt you.
Yeah, the world feels lived in. I haven't come across a character yet that doesn't have a voice actor. Albeit some of them are the same voice actor. But I haven't run into anybody that's just text.
And I haven't heard MrsFoyle complain about like really bad issues with the game where bodies are twisting inside of themselves or you're falling through the ground.
No, the only thing I've encountered so far is when I'm climbing around this mountain looking for something, and I could actually sort of walk on it was a pretty vertical sheer cliff, but I was still able to walk around it, and I could see on the other side of the texture a few times. It was like I was kind of walking with the cliff bisecting my character a little bit, and that was a little weird, but I was kind of forcing myself into some place I knew I wasn't supposed to go. Wasn't really intended to be there, so I kind of forgive them that. But no, I haven't run into anything weird except for those like random crashes, but they're very few and far between, and they're really not bothering me because the game starts right back up again. It doesn't crash my whole computer.
Yeah, there's no issue. It just like it's as if it just turns itself off. It's like you need a break. Here, have one.
Exactly. And it's like that's the moment I could take to like blink and rub my eyes for a second. Yeah. See if the sun is still up.
It's like, what was that game that had the message that would come up? You've been playing for 1 hour now. Was that Guild Wars?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah,
I think it was.
That's right.
You've been playing for an hour now. We suggest you take a break.
I think I've inspired the wrath of Breezy.
Now, I did come across that...
hunt me any more than he has been hunting me, so I'm not scared. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
I did come across that falling halfway through terrain issue in Battlefield 3 yesterday. I was on a particular map, and I found out there are certain parts of the game that you can actually go under the ground and not fall all the way through.
That happened in Rage.
I had that happen in Rage, yeah. In a car, that was quite good.
Yes, me too, in a car.
Yeah. Speaking of Battlefield, they're toning down the flashlights.
Oh, thank God.
Good.
Yeah, I know. So you still kind of get blinded by it, but it's not like a full screen effect. And I think they're toning the range down as well, so you have to be closer for it to...
I got far too many team kills because of that yesterday. You shine your light in my face, I'm going to shoot you, because I don't know who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other thing. They should really... So it doesn't do anything in daylight.
Or your own
Because that makes no sense.
Yeah, it really doesn't.
Blind you? I don't know. Whatever. Also, we have news from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 that there's some interesting things going on. Now, Stryder should be here for this one because he's always ranting about how this game is not any different than all the other games.
But has he played it?
No.
See, I won't comment on it because I haven't played it, so...
He played all the ones before it.
I'm not going to snark on a game I haven't played.
The ones before it are
well, if you played Call of Duty 4, you played this one.
Well, Modern Warfare 2, to be very specific, or Call of Duty 4. I came across this video, and now I'll tell you right now that this is... Nah, I won't tell you anything. I'll just show it to you. Here we have this.
Here again from Final Level. So I'm playing this game, and I'm in the middle of the story mode on Modern Warfare 3 right now, and I'm running through Africa, I think it is, and I come across this building, and so I walk up to it. Yeah, it's pretty standard. It's nothing special. And then I look and I think, I've seen that building before. Wait, there's a second floor. Wait, there's a third floor. Hold up a second.
I'm reading this from a script.
Is this the building that they used in COD 4's multiplayer map? Pipeline? I think it bloody is.
So anyway.
Okay.
What were we talking about?
We were talking about the reuse of stuff in Modern Warfare 3, and I was also gonna mention how there was even an error window here that popped up for Modern Warfare 2. Did not properly close last time it ran.
Nice.
So they're reusing a lot more than just what you might think. It's not just a couple of models or textures. It's code. It's the game.
What is interesting is I've actually seen quite a lot of console people complaining about this game. So even now, their main, and not just console, but Xbox people, you know, it's their main fan base is now like, this is the same game.
That's a shame.
No, it isn't.
They're the ones that have been getting a bad Metacritic score from users.
Yeah.
Right?
That's great. Yeah. That's the other thing is, I can't remember, was it Glenn Schofield? Who tweeted something like, please help with our Metascore user score? Because it was so low.
To their defense, a lot of the games seem to come out with a low Metacritic score at first, and then it does pick up over time.
Well, you have to remember as well is people will just go over there just to put it down. But at the same time, I'm not going to say don't because it's the same game.
You guys haven't played it, right?
Nope. Well, only what I played at Eurogamer.
Yeah, and I know Breezy has the game, and he was playing it, and he was talking about how he finished the single player in about 4 hours.
Yeah.
And went on to multiplayer, and a few minutes later came back and gave me the ugh.
Well, actually, what Breezy said to me as well, he discovered, is for Battlefield 3, me and him, I don't know whether it's just our service provider or what, have to disable Universal Plug and Play. Otherwise, it just disconnects in Battlefield. Wow. But then he found in Call of Duty, if he wants to play with people, he has to re-enable it. So he has to switch between... Which, if you have a BT home hub, you'll know how much of a pain in the ass that is to change.
Well, Battlefield 3 isn't without its issues. They just released the ban hammer this past weekend. Apparently, what is it? Hundreds of BF3 players were banned. Good. You know what?
Hackers.
Yeah, hackers, cheaters.
We saw some hackers.
Yeah.
Remember that one section we were playing? I can't remember what the name of it was. With the weird radio tower, the dome tower in it. And those three guys were just slaughtering everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was bad.
Well, I don't know if you remember, but a month or so ago they were going on about, report the cheaters and, put them on our Facebook page, put them wherever. And I think they really did collect those names and decided to ban them all. So they're all banned. They're done. Bye. hundreds of them, and they're still keeping an eye out for people. Specifically, what they're hitting up on are stat exploiters, meaning people who are padding their stats, finding ways to increase their stats in ways that shouldn't really be allowed.
That's the trouble with games that have like ranking and stuff. Is there's always going to be people.
I don't understand that. What fun is that? There's no challenge.
Well, that's why we don't cheat, because you can't see the. Whereas there's like, oh yeah, but I get to be like the top level and have all the guns, and I get to own some noobs.
I agree, Mrs. Foyle. Where's the fun?
Well, exactly. That's the whole point of playing multiplayer for me. It's like if you were just to cheat your way to the top, it's like, well, what was the point in buying it?
Yeah, it's meaningless.
For them, the fun is in making other people suffer. They like to see people not have fun.
Game bullies.
Yeah. They think it's fun when other people are not having fun. Just like hackers, spammers. Yeah.
Just lonely people in their parents' basement.
People that need to be beat with a monkey wrench. Okay. There's some stuff coming up from PlanetSide 2. They have a trailer now. Oh, I gotta flip all these. Come on. There we go. PlanetSide 2. PlanetSide 2, there's a video out there. They're pushing the new trailer for the game, which is supposedly on its way. Now, the last time they put out PlanetSide was in 2003, I think, was the last version of the game, which is, you know, a little while ago. Now, this is going to be an MMO FPS.
Looks a lot like Brink.
It does, yeah.
Which is really not a good thing.
It does, you're right. Okay. So as you can see, this trailer is just hype and nothing else. Nothing else. You got people and guns. Okay, show me something. And helicopters. Okay, great.
Speaking of free to play, DC Universe is free to play now.
11 games later. That's not
yeah. 13, wasn't it?
Oh, I thought it was 11. Okay.
No, I think it was 13. Although what's funny about it is they pretty much broke their servers by doing it, because their player base increased by about 10 times. And a lot. They basically succeeded in annoying their entire paying community. In doing it.
That would do it, yeah.
Because like, well, I pay for it, and yet I can't log in because the servers are down because there's so many people
playing for free.
No, yeah.
Yeah, that would piss me off.
I guess that would be annoying. At least, you know, they're not shutting down because they don't have any players like Lego Star Wars.
Yeah, I think they said their server was good. Lego Universe, yeah. I think they said their solution was they were going to get some more servers. You know, fairly simple.
I guess it's a free game. Can they afford to now?
I don't know. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, with what money? Okay. I think we talked a little bit about Australia and what they're doing, didn't we, last week? Or tried to?
I don't remember talking about that one.
About how Australia has released their information on what makes a banned game banned. The criteria for an MA15 plus rating. So you have to be at least 15 years of old.
Years of old?
Years of old. The treatment of strong themes. Yeah, okay. I don't know what that means.
Wait, what does that mean?
The treatment of strong themes should be justified by the context. Strong and realistic violence should not be frequent and unduly repetitive.
I like that, unduly repetitive. That's kind of funny.
Sexual violence is allowed as long as it's implied and not interactive. Okay.
Oh.
So you have to take the hooker into the alleyway and beat her up off camera? And
you can hear it, you just can't be part of it.
I see.
You can watch it, you just can't be part of it.
Oh, no. You can't watch it. It has to be implied.
You can only listen.
Can only hear it.
Or done through puppetry.
Nudity is allowed, but it has to be justified by the context.
In other words, she has to have a great rack, and then it's okay.
Wait. But nudity cannot be related to incentives or rewards. So she must be nude from the beginning. She can't, like, undress as you go along.
That's hilarious.
But isn't that life, though? Life is just one giant nudity incentive program.
Wow. Okay, now let's move on to if you're 18 and older, not just 15 and older. Sexual activity may be realistically simulated. Just can't be real.
So God forbid you have a real girlfriend.
Drug use is permitted.
That's got nothing to do with the game.
Violence is permitted. High impact violence is allowed. Okay, there you go. So that's what it takes to live in Australia and get a game put out. That's all.
So see, those just sound like targets, like checklist. Does my game do this? Yep.
Goals
to
reach.
Yeah. Well, we're missing out on aggressive violence and nudity. All right, yeah, we'll have that one. And
wow. Okay.
I like how say final guidelines as well. Yeah, we ain't doing this again.
IGN has struck a deal with YouTube, and they are going to be putting out a YouTube channel specific for games. It's going to be called Start, S-T-A-R-T, whatever. And in conjunction with the Shine group, I don't know, due to launch in January of next year. So we're going to see a whole special YouTube channel dedicated to IGN. I don't even know if it's going to be dedicated to games. It could turn into like G4 Media, which is not a gaming channel. It's a channel for 15-year-olds.
Where they shout at you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, there's lots of wrestling. And
yeah. Speaking of a channel for 15-year-olds, YouTube. Yeah, that's good.
Okay, and we also have a PAX East was announced about a week ago, and well, actually, registration is now open for it. So you can. This is going to be in Boston. If you're on the East Coast and you're interested in checking something out regarding games, it's cheap. It's going to be fun. So if you can get up there on April 6th through 8th, yeah, April 6th through 8th. Wait, yeah, that's right. Unfortunately, I can't do it. I can't make it during those days. So I'm going to save up and go to Seattle instead. In Boston, Ham. This will be in Boston.
Massachusetts.
Oh, state. Sorry. I didn't tell you the state. Just assumed you knew. Okay. I don't know what you wanted me to jump over to. We only have a couple other topics to talk about.
I never look at the topics, so...
Okay. There's a new company out there putting out for gamer food. So you can buy
Doritos and Mountain Dew?
Oh, no, this one is like nuts and nuts and nuts. And they're infused with ginseng, caffeine, and taurine.
Ew.
Mm-hmm. So somebody took all these nuts, soaked them in some coffee, threw them in a bag, and here you go.
Yeah, that's your gamer fuel right there.
They even have a high-budget commercial. What looks like it's supposed to be a television commercial to go along with it. And that's not it, but this is it.
Smooth, buttery cashews, drizzled in layers of succulent sweet honey, roasted to perfection with a pinch of chaos. These curvaceous cashews are packed full of energy to keep you gaming at your peak for hours, days, years even, centuries, eons. Is time even linear? Who knows? This stuff is powerful. I mean, heck, if you eat enough of this stuff, you could probably conquer death itself. It would be so good. Picture this.
I'll
And if only they hadn't been selling those in bars for years.
Yes.
Oh, but wait, most of those people that will eat those aren't allowed in bars yet, are they? Sorry, I forgot.
Okay. That's all I got for today. So while the show seems to still be recording, I'll give up and reformat the computer this week and try all over again next week. Sound like a plan? All right. Ooh, I got this other video to play. You know what? I'm going to play this video. Somebody brought this to my attention, and I think it was MrsFoyle. Should I play this Quake? Yeah, I like this Quake one. All right, she brought me this video.
Was that from last week?
Yes.
That wasn't me.
It wasn't you? Okay, somebody
it was
gave me
Welshy,
this.
wasn't it?
Welshy? If Quake was done today,
Huh?
what would Quake 1 be like if it was advertised or played? How would it play like today is what it was. Okay.
I think that was Stryder, but it's irrelevant.
All right, here, check this one out.
This video is very different when you only listen to the sound.
Options. Graphics on or off.
Yeah, I know.
Easy, simplified, or watch the bots do it. The tips are funny too. Alright. So that's actually what we're headed towards, isn't it? Let's show a million...
What do you mean heading? That's where we are.
Yeah.
Rage had that a little bit. Where it was like, press this button and it was like every few seconds. On a side note, how awesome was Quake?
The only thing we're missing here is the reward for dying.
Well done. I still like the Battlefield 3 one that's like you get an award just for showing up.
Just for participating.
And it is. We're training a generation of kids to be like, I need a reward for everything I do.
Celebrate my mediocrity.
Yeah. Well, it's like with the here now they do sports days and stuff where they don't keep score and things. Or no, they don't have a medal thing, or you just get a thing for showing up. So, well, what was the point in doing it? So, oh well, yeah, it's like under 12 football game. Oh, what's the score? Oh, we don't keep score. So what?
Then how do you know?
Why are you playing? Yeah, how do you know who wins? Well, everyone's a winner.
No, really, you're all not winners.
Yeah, but that doesn't sell games. All right.
No.
I'll wrap it up there. I guess, anything else you guys want to complain about? Like how the show crashes and has to restart and all that? No? Okay. I'll complain about that later.
Blame
Mrs.
Stickum for that.
We'll tell you all about it. Okay. Then I guess I'm just going to wrap it up if I can find the closing arguments here. Thanks to hosts for taking the time out to chat today. Stryder, yeah. Welshy, thank you very much for joining us today and posting the show notes as we went along.
No problem.
Mrs. Foyle, thank you very much for staying with us and not running off to play Skyrim.
Yeah. Time to go shoot Breezy in the ass for a couple hours.
I'll be playing Battlefield 3, if anybody... Okay.
Just for that, Nick, because that's
And I guess I need the closing audio for this to say, I want to thank you, the fans of MODSonair.com, and the subscribing members of MODSonline.com, because without them, the show would just crash and fall apart. Oh, maybe we need more subscribers. Everyone, happy gaming. Thanks for watching this week, and come back next Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern when we will broadcast another live show. Details for this and all past episodes can be found at MODSonair.com. We welcome your feedback via email at mailbag@MODSonair.com. And please consider subscribing to MODSonline.com to support our show. The opinions expressed by individuals on this program are not necessarily the opinions of our sponsors, owners, or partners.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?